Well, Press Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister also updated reporters today on a number of issues.
LaDon Davis has that.
Press Secretary Anthony Newbold told reporters during a press briefing after the first session of the 2017-2018 budget debate on Wednesday that during the last session of the House of Assembly, Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis advised all members of Parliament who were assumed office as of December 31, 2016 and did not publicly disclose their assets as of March 1st this year that they have 3 weeks to do so or face the full brunt of the law.
They could face a fine of $10,000 or 2 years imprisonment or both, or confiscation of land if land is involved. And I can tell you from having seen those documents that more than 20 members of Parliament, former and present, have 3 weeks in which to file. Some of them who were sitting from 2012, I'd say about 6 of them, they didn't file at all over the 5-year period.
Mr. Newbold also addressed the layout of the 2017-2018 budget and provided a progress report on several forensic audits expected to be carried out at several government agencies under the F&M administration.
In general, and Minister of Finance also spoke to that, the Auditor General is responsible for what happens with all audits. He will determine whether an audit needs to be outsourced or whether it's okay to just do it in-house. The Auditor General, and as the Prime Minister continues to say, Prime Minister Minnis has said while he was Leader of the Opposition, he's going to do everything he can to ensure that the Auditor General has the tools to properly do his job. Also asked last week about whether the layout of the budget will change. And the answer is yes. I think you heard the Minister of Finance speak to that as well. There's an IDB project that is ongoing with the Ministry of Finance. And I will say that by 2018-2019, that budget will reflect what happens out of that project.
Additionally, he touched on concerns raised about the contracts worth $400 million that the government met from the previous administration that has to be honored during their tenure in office.
And be scrutinized before they're actually paid to make sure, for example, there's no padding, that, you know, these contracts, whatever they are legitimate and true.
The press secretary also took the opportunity to inform the public about the government's summer youth employment program, which is expected to take place between July 2nd and the end of August. Mr. Newbold revealed that the $2.5 million allocated in 2015 to 2016 for the program will be utilized.
There's students who are going to be allowed to be part of this program. Secondary students with BJCs, students without BJCs, secondary students with BGCSEs or the equivalent, and college and university students. All of those will qualify for this program. There was a 25% increase in the allocation for this program in 2016, but there's not going to be any increase this year. The government, of course, always mindful of the need for fiscal responsibility, and they must curb the spending.
LaDon Davis, ZNS Network News.